5 teams.
So did they play 6 games?
Yeah,
They lost
played
Whitley?
6.
6. Oh, I was wrong. Okay.
All right, we are live on the air, Brendan Foster. So excited. You know, you and I love girls volleyball. First and foremost, we're going to apologize to the fans for our stream crashing at the worst time. I'm going to say it could have crashed during homecoming. We missed out on all those lovely candidates, the lovely Abby Wilson winning, Debbie Crowder retiring and getting a custom-made football from Riley Hall. Huge shout-out if you want one of the best Christmas presents ever. You know, Riley probably should hook me and you up with one of those custom footballs sometime or another. That'd be good to have at the Maroon Sports Network banquet. But anyway, we're here to talk volleyball. Tonight, Casey County rolls into town. But before we talk about Casey, let's talk about the weekend. Let's let you talk about the fans and what happened over at Whitley County and how good our Lady Maroons are currently doing.
Yeah, so not only was homecoming, James, like you highlighted, Friday night here at Pulaski County, it was a short night for our Lady Maroons if they were there in accompaniment because they had to get up on Saturday well before the sun even rose up, and then was home Saturday night long after the sun had already set. It was a long day and a lot of ball was played, but that's because good things was happening. 6 games our Lady Maroons played at Whitley County in an invitational tournament, and they ended up winning that invitational tournament. And James, you highlighted before we came on here, Whitley County Lady volleyball team is 21-2. And one of those 2 losses comes from our Lady Maroons. So we took down Southwestern, Adair, McCrary Central, Cumberland, and Whitley after losing to Whitley to start the day. So it was a busy day for our Maroons, but we're excited. Our Maroons are 16-6. And tonight, James taking on the 6-21 Rebels. We hope it's just a scoop and score and get out of here. That's what we would like to see. See us take care of business and move on, but we'll talk more about that. We're excited right now because there's still a lot of volleyball left, and our ladies, it looks like, James, are hitting their stride.
Well, you know, there's such a fun group to be around. It seems like they generally love each other, so that makes a big deal for things. So, fans, we're going to try to do what we've done last time, and hopefully you'll give us some feedback, whether it's text messages or emails. But tonight we're going to Brooklyn York out on the court. She's going to be mic'd up, and she's at 6-minute mark, so she's going to be showing you what goes into the pregame warm-ups. You know, we just talked about our victors, and we probably need to see if our producer, Mr. Jacob Morrow, if he'll bring up the picture of the champions from the tournament over the weekend. So here we go, fans. So Coach Miller sent this to the faculty. So here we are on Saturday night, very happy after a 5-1 record. So long day, 6 games. So thank you, Jacob. So we'll go back to the live broadcast. But congratulations to our Lady Maroons. So happy to announce that. But 21-2 Whitley sounds better than 22-1 Whitley for sure. So tonight, Casey County, another district game, Brendan. And, you know, we need to talk to Coach McCollum because we really need to figure out how this tiebreaker is going to go. In the big deal of things, I don't think it really matters because I think Rock and Casey are distant 3rd and 4th, and I think Somerset and Pulaski is a clear 1-2. So really this year I don't think it matters who's the 1 and who's the 2. Obviously I want us to be the 1. Nelly just stopped so I can hear myself now because it was really hot in here for a second. But, dude, we got to tell the fans, we got to be ready. District's at Somerset in that little small gym, and we've got to be there for round 3.
Absolutely, yeah, that's exactly right. A lot of rap music in here to warm up to. You're right, it's hard to hear ourselves think. But, yeah, I hope, James, it's one of those things, like we said, our Lady Maroons are undefeated at home. These ladies are hitting their stride. We saw some names that were really hitting it big up front. Of course, Jasper Tingle's coming in. It doesn't look like one of our seniors is going to be playing tonight. It's sitting out. But anywho, we got Maggie, of course, Ava, Mackenzie, all of those coming in and playing really, really, really big. Of course, Savannah's energy, and then you add Becca DeBoard serving. Hopefully that carries over here tonight and carries over into this tournament. But, yeah, it makes me a little nervous because it feels like Somerset just plays this weird type of ball every time they come up against us because we're looking at other games and we're scratching our heads thinking it doesn't make sense. So, yeah, the seeding is everything. If we were the first seed, that would be great. So hopefully we're still playing for that, but we'll see.
All right, so coming in tonight, you know, we talk about this. This should be a straight set match. It should be short and we should be out here. That doesn't mean you need to not tune in and watch your Lady Maroons play because they're very fun and very exciting. But I'm going to try to encourage the fans now and our faculty. So you and I need to get this out here. The first day that we're back to school with kids is Tuesday, October 10th. That happens to be senior night. And so these volleyball players are sensational female athletes and citizens and just a well-rounded group of young ladies. So if you can come out and support them, put that on your calendar. Be here Tuesday night. Maroon Sports Network will be. So there are 2 games that week, so we'll look and see about Tuesday, Thursday for the broadcast. And then they're ready to go in district and region. So, I anticipate in region that they get to the Final Four and maybe the championship. But we've talked about Somerset Christian's the real deal. West Jess is the real deal. But PC is peaking at the right time. They took 1 set off of Somerset Christian. I'll have to go back and look at West Jess as far as that goes. But it should be a fun regional tournament. Brandon, we got about 50 seconds here. Then we're going to go to commercial. Then we're going to get ready to take our mic down to Brooklyn York.
Yeah, that's an exciting piece. I'm happy to see that we're adding that new attribute and weapon to our arsenal where we're miking up the players. That's super exciting for you listeners. Maroon Sports Network here at Pulaski County Gym. It's James Murray. It's Brandon Foyster bringing you all the hits from tonight's game. Just like James said, when we come back on October 10th or Tuesday, it's going to be senior night. Last year, senior night was a very, very special occasion where we honored 12 here. This year, we're going to be honoring 3, and nonetheless, it's still going to be sweet. It's hard to believe, like we were saying pregame, James, that volleyball's kind of wrapping up its season when it feels like we just started. But like you said, of course, West Jessamine and Somerset Christian is that top tier, but we played them early. Like you said, we got some momentum now. Would that be a different game now, seeing how we've peaked and kind of come to our stride right here? Guess we'll see. But we're counting down to you to bring you tonight the Casey County Rebels, Lady Maroons Volleyball. We're excited. Let's do this.
Perfect. Now let's talk a little bit about
Crane and Boom Services of Kentucky. Whether it's trusses, air conditioner unit, swimming pool insert, hot tub, signs, flagpole lifted, or a grain bin moved. If you can't lift it, Josh can. Remember, Crane and Boom Services of Kentucky for all of your lifting needs. No job too big or small, Crane and Boom comes 100% recommended by Maroon Sports Network. So call 606-305-1832 and ask for Josh. Crane and Boom.
Boom. So before we start talking about Grind Busters, Brendan, let's once again take the fans back that might not have heard us on Friday. How good was our barbecue pregame meal from Josh Anderson on Friday?
Oh, my goodness. I was trying to describe it to people all weekend in my family and close by, and I couldn't put it into words and context, and it was all I was thinking about. It was so good, and the fact that Josh took that extra minute out of his day to provide that for us, we so appreciate it. I know our crew got to dive into it. We ate on that thing, James, and we could barely put a dent into it, but, man, it was so good.
You know, my mistake was my gain for you because I actually meant to tell you just take everything home for you and Heather. And then I looked, and it was a refrigerator on Saturday, and we just got finished with the FBLA scavenger hunt. I'm like, I'm taking this baby home. Okay, before we get ready for this mic'd up challenge, Grind Busters, real quick. So we'll come into this. So Grind Busters, turn your dirty into purdy. Grind Busters, lawn maintenance and more. These before and after pictures are just amazing. If you need anything done, look at the difference, man, between the mulch and the sidewalk. So Tucker Gover is your man. So clean and clear, Tucker Gover, he's your man. If you need to, call him. Ladies, men, whoever needs his help, 606-425-2580. Tucker Gover is the man to keep it all clean. So call our man Tucker, tell him Maroon Sports Network sent you.
Pay attention to your driveways, your gutters, everything, your vinyl siding, folks. Give it a bath. Make it happy. It looks great.
I don't see our girls out there warming up just yet on the court, but hopefully we'll just go ahead and look at them here on the side court. So, Brandon, let's get ready to take a break. Is Brooklyn mic'd up?
We'll see.
I don't think she's mic'd up, so we got to fix that.
Yep.
Noah, can you mic her up? Brooklyn needs a mic. Where's it at?
I'm going to go down and check on rosters, James, and see if I can bring the starting lineups here tonight. So I'm going to go down and see if I can scavenge those, and I'll be right back.
it. Alrighty, turn me up. Hey, game day. Game day, boys. Hey! That was our freshman, Olivia Travis, number 11 out on the court. She sets. I'm really excited for this game. I think it'll be a good game. I thought I had that. She threw it too low, but it's okay. It's going to be a good game. This weekend was amazing, Maggie! I almost ate it, Kate. With Maggie, are you on? I don't want to sing it for. I was afraid y'all were going to fall out, man. Turn me up! That's Kinsey Strong. I just broke my hip. Let's hope not, but I hope y'all come out to support it. If you're not, hope you're watching. Yeah, Kinsey! Alrighty. I look like a little weed in like the desert, you know, like flopping. Jesus loves you. Amen. Shout out to God. Wouldn't be here without him. I believe it's 1 Corinthians 14:16. Do everything in love. My favorite verse. I'm feeling good today. Oh, gotta get it. Hey, yeah, pass. Becky, do you want to say anything? I'm so ready. My elbows hurt. Real. Let's hope we have energy this game and talk as we did this weekend. Just want to say we took a dub in the first priority weekend. Alright, we're ready to play. We've got to be loud. We cannot get comfortable with the way we played this weekend, okay? It's still a game, and it's a district game, okay? Do not get comfortable and do not settle. We're playing our game on our side of the court, got it? Okay, we are in serve, so Becca's in what? Well, Mal is in what? Now you're serving. Where's Mal? Mal serving first. Lip 2, Ava 3, Mal 4, 10, Scott, Sav 6, Brooke, your Ava and Sav, serving to Sav. Becca's Mal, front row. Emma, your Kins is serving. Okay? Any questions? High energy, you are responsible for your own energy, okay? Don't expect it from anybody else. It's gonna be a slow game. We've already done it once before, okay? It's gonna be scrappy, so be expected to come over on 2. And let's run our play. Run Twinkie. Okay? Well, that's snowball. Snowball. Run snow cone. Yeah! It's snowball. Yeah! But it has to look good. Okay? We can't just go out and it will. It will. We're going out. We're being solid and fundamental. Go, go. Press. Over there. One, two, three, Pulaski. I don't know what else to say. We're about to do lineups, and I'm excited. We're playing the Casey County Rebels. Should have came and showed up because this student section, holy cow. But I'm going to give it back because Foyster's about to do lineup. Big thanks to Foyster and Mr. Murray for putting this on Marines Network.
Are you talking? That's for them.
Hello.
Shout out to Foyster.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to singing the Pulaski County Gym for volleyball action with the visiting team, the Pulaski County. Everyone, please rise for the singing and playing of our national anthem.
All right, fans, hopefully you are set in and ready for some action. Our main man after the calling right here, I don't know which one I like the best because Emma Moody, I guess, sort of stands out to me how he can do Moody. So Brandon Forster coming up here. So Casey County wearing red, our homestanding Lady Maroons obviously in maroon. Think it will be a quick contest. I think it will be over in straight sets, so we'll see, but that's what you play the match for. So not a huge fan base, but we definitely got to get our student section out here for Tuesday, October the 10th, like we said already. So, all right, Brandon Forster, you ready to call it, baby? Ready to get this done for our girls?
Let's
Man,
do
this
it.
thing moves like a boat
No,
when
I
you
don't
stand
understand because we're sitting on it. That doesn't make sense. Brooklyn said, I could hear some of what she was saying mic'd up down there. She was giving you a huge shout out to James Murray, saying this is just awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And can't wait to hear that back tonight. So hopefully, fans, you got to enjoy that attribute.
I heard thank you, Murray and Forster is what I heard. I was
Did you?
listening to it on the broadcast.
I could hear her throwing out a lot of great things for you down there. But, yeah, it's great to spotlight these young ladies. They work hard. They practice hard. I'm out of breath just trying to walk up here, so I can't imagine having to play volleyball right now. So
Okay, we're still judging the single ponytail versus the double ponytail.
Brooklyn York's switching it up
Brooklyn's
here.
got like maybe 4.
I don't understand.
Did I see that 3 or 4?
I feel like that would
for
be
the
distracting.
pigtails?
I think
They're
one
two
would
on
be
the-
enough.
They're 4.
And then, okay, wow.
2 big ones and 2 little ones on the right and left.
Okay, and Malia's got it going on with the double. Don't know if Maggie's sitting with her solo 1, Ava 1. I think seemed like that would be very distracting. Caught KC County off guard with the first serve. Olivia, she's playing great. She doesn't play like a freshman. Is that inbounds?
Out of bounds. It went wide.
Wow.
Good idea, straight down there, but it was just a few inches to the left of the line. So we give Casey County the first point.
I think Terry Markham's got her hands full calling that down there as the line judge.
Ava King out again.
Okay.
That was close, but maybe that missed by 6 inches or so.
2
So
quick
2 straight
points.
unforced errors.
Yeah, that's not what we want to see straight out the gate. We're used to Becca starting us off. Here's Maggie going to tip it over.
Oh, nice save by Casey. I thought that was in no man's
Good
land,
communication there by Casey County to get that. Brooklyn libero tonight.
Oh,
Mackenzie
nice.
Strunk on the
Mackenzie.
floor.
Yes.
There's Maggie's going to send it over.
Ava
Set
King,
up by
nice.
Ava King. Nobody's going to get that.
Beautiful set by Olivia
Yeah,
Travis. I mean, a lot of
smart.
times we don't say enough about the people that gives you the assist in volleyball, but that was sort of just throwing up a lofty home run for you, Brandon.
That was a very nice and intuitive play there by the freshman Olivia Travis. Growing up before our eyes, James.
Nice deep serve. Oh, hit it backwards.
There.
Okay.
Tied it too.
Sort of unforced error on Casey there. Not a good pass off the second hit. So 2-2. Olivia's serving, number 11.
Quiet crowd here tonight. Early on, James, at Pulaski County Gym. It's a Tuesday. It's been beautiful Monday and Tuesday of this week, and fall is here. So
That's a
no
nice
excuse.
hard serve. It just hit the top of the net, fell on our side. So really, Casey has 3 points, and we've given them 3 points.
Yeah.
So
A lot of errors on our part here to get going, but ladies look loose.
that was a nice hard
Again,
serve into Brooklyn.
A
right
lot
there.
of ball played in one day, James. These ladies come up here and talk to us in post games, and they're covered. I can't imagine that 6 times in a day.
Yeah, right then we had Brooklyn and Malia both going for the same ball, and we had Brooklyn get to it, but at the same time it sort of threw Olivia off her timing, and then she wasn't able to get the rebound, so to say. So a little rusty here early, Brendan.
Casey County's coach is just trying to come out here, Marshall, and trying to match the intensity of the Maroons, and so far it's working out. Sent back off the net. Great play by Maggie and Ava going up and just getting a good block on the ball there.
I do got to say that Casey's coach is coaching, and I like that. So he's out there giving feedback. And
he's
so
in the JV game, he was up. He's on the sidelines. He's intense, man. Looks like he was a former athlete, like he's ready to go. Reminds me of Heather Baker, Somerset's coach when she was here. She looked like she was still primed and ready to go, ready to play.
finally evening it up at 4-4. So Ava King here to serve. You know, we never have come up with our full list of nicknames for
I
the
know,
girls, have we?
Ava.
Earlier, I had Ava call me King. I don't know how much they like that one or not. There's a serve. Call her King on that serve that we're speaking of it.
Trying to think of like a Game of Thrones reference that would be right by Ava. The one true king, Ava, the one true king.
You've got a lot of words you're throwing in there.
That is a lot. Yeah. Olivia, of course, brother, come fly with me.
Nice serve. Ava again.
We're right back in it with the 2-point lead now, 6-4 in the first set.
We do know we have the hammer out there, and we have Call Me King out there. So
I like Call Me King. Ava King, the Whopper. There we go. Of course, Ava, Olivia, Maggie, Malia, Savannah, and now Mackenzie. Macy is sitting this one out again due to injury, a foot injury, I believe. Rachel Kraft earlier tonight not playing in JV from a foot injury sustained in our last broadcast.
Nice ace right there. Ava's just going to serve this baby out. 4 straight service winners.
Man, she's like that. Let's just keep rolling it on. Yeah. 8-4. Pulaski County Gym. You got a timeout taken by the Rebels here early on, and want to talk it over before things get out of hand and probably try to cut the mojo a little bit. But James, good shot and list of our sponsors that continues to grow and be avid supporters of Maroon Sports Network. It's super quiet in here right now, so I feel like I'm sitting in my bathtub, I guess. I don't know, but it's weird, but too quiet in here.
Well, you know, earlier we took a trip there on Friday with FPLA, but Todd Truss is coming on board. So fans, if you want to advertise with Maroon Sports Network, $500, Foster and I will cover you all year long. But you're going to help a lot of these students' expenses.
Yes,
so we like to feed them
huge.
occasionally, especially before football games, and incur some of the costs from Maroon Sports Network. But you know, we start talking about the banquet too. We can't think about that early enough because May's around the corner. But man, we're going to keep trying to grow the Maroon Sports Awards. So
that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. But not only just for us, but our kids last May, James, all the hard work you put in with your crew. Really enjoyed and appreciated it. And of course, getting the callbacks, some legends come in and deliver. That was great.
That's probably my favorite part.
Yeah. Ooh, and they're going to say this is going to go Casey.
We finally ended Ava's service, and it was an error on our part there because she had a strong 4 serves there.
But yeah, Zach Travis joined us. Taylor Gover joined us. Sean
We've
Ross.
got to get Taylor back, especially like you said, him hooking us up from B&H and getting us up nice. I still need to take. You need to bring yours in.
Yeah.
Let me take mine in. Magic Monograms, hook us up. Let's put Maroon Sports Network on it.
Let's do that.
You've got your favorite article of clothing on right now on mine too. That white jacket by Gary Sewell and Sports Den.
Still the best.
It is the best gift that I've received as far as my favorite fall jacket. It's no other one's even close.
There is a maroon one with black patching on it. I think if we go to Magic Monogram, I'm going to buy when we get our Taylor Gover one etched. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm all in. The Maroon Sports Network logo is happening. It's where it's at. I'm going to put that thing on a sweatshirt and wear it everywhere this winter. I love it.
You know, the cool thing is when you go out and you see some people and you might not know them, but then they know you and they start talking about Maroon Sports Network and how much their family
it's unbelievable
like to watch it. So
yeah, I was thinking
nice
about that. Yeah,
right there. Baby Deer. I forgot about Baby Deer.
Yeah.
Becca Baby Deer DeBoard.
Yeah.
So
all
the
over.
Girls need to give us the names.
I think so.
Baby Deer.
We'll ask him one for Mackenzie because Mackenzie's so reserved. Maybe she's not anymore. I don't know. I just remember her freshman year. Here's Maggie with the serve.
Deep.
Maggie's
deep.
Somebody should have nobody talked to there. Her. There's Olivia running it down, and Becca DeBoard's going to send it over. Really had it on us. There's our libero, Brooklyn York. Said her name incorrectly.
Oh,
Maggie
okay,
digging and
right
too
there.
far out.
Malia tried to help from the bench right there to get it back, but they sort of called her.
Yeah. She's like, I'll go after it if you want.
I seen them once play, Brendan, and Nikkei played a lot of volleyball, but I once seen the referees allow 4 hits, and they never did call it. Another coach lost their mind.
Oh, I would say so.
And finally, I think it was against us. We were the ones that were beneficiaries. I think we finally just stopped and told them, it was 4.
Yeah, wow. I can imagine. I mean, it's kind of like the way I still feel today. We were talking at dinner a little while ago about reminiscing on the Wisconsin loss in the Final Four. It's kind of the way I feel with that shot clock that was never called. There's Becca DeBoard.
Baby Deer cross court in a perfect spot.
Yeah, that shot clock that ran down to 0 that was never called that should have been our ball, but nonetheless, that still drives me wild.
Seems like things always happen to us.
Yeah.
I'll say us, Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky fans. Yeah, we've seen it all. Here's Mackenzie Strunk now going to serve. Good dig here by Casey County, not going away. We're going to keep us honest here tonight. Becca DeBoard with the spike.
Nice one. Come up and kill
That's
it.
Macy dropping it in the spot it needed to be. Savannah. I called her Macy. Yeah, smiling real big. It's my understanding, James, there is a younger Savannah High sister, which we've seen in basketball hoops, and then her younger brother that are stud athletes on their way next year right amongst us. So we're going to see plenty of the heists here at Pulaski County.
That should be an easy name to come up with a nickname, Brendan.
Yeah. The heist.
Savannah Jewel Heist.
Jewel Heist. There you go. There you go.
Major Heist. Service ace right here. Mackenzie Strunk. They're so excited. So you got to come up with a name for Kenzie since you've had her in class.
Yeah, she's just darn quiet and hard worker. But there's something. We'll look. Strunk. She's playing big. Here is nice kill by Savannah.
Yes, that was a nice hit by number 21.
Man alive. It fooled me because it looked like somebody in the front was going to take it, but I was off on that one.
You know, we could use this sort of pun here, Brendan. It may not catch on, so sometimes I have some stupid ideas. So Savannah Major Heist with
like
Brooklyn
that.
Sergeant York.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So then we got a major and a sergeant on the court.
Major and sergeant. Hey, I like that.
They may not.
Corporal,
We'll see what they
corporal, and lieutenant
think.
will be
so
soon
we've got to
behind
work
them.
in.
Corporal Moody here.
I don't know if I can say Emma Corporal Moody.
Corporal, I can't even say corporal.
How about Emma Very Moody? She's a redhead.
the Moody. There's Becca.
Oh, nice.
Gonna throw everybody off in the back.
I could say this. My grandmother was a 5'10" redhead.
Wow.
And she was a principal, the first female principal of an elementary school at Horse Creek. And they could paddle you back in the day. And you remember. But her
Yes.
paddle was about 18 inches long.
Yeah.
So you didn't mess with the 5'10" redhead when you got in trouble at school. If a kid got whipped once, odds are they didn't do it again.
You know, looking back, James, was that kind of weird, you know, when we think about it?
Oh, nice. Baby deer.
Boom.
Bringing it.
Wow, nice hit. Back at the board, just springboards off that gym floor. It's almost like a toaster, man. Just jumps up so quick.
We'll save that name Toaster.
The
for somebody,
toaster.
too.
Toaster
Yeah.
strudel.
Roaster. Toaster.
Roasted, toasted.
Oh, deep. Oh, that was
Burnt
that
to
was
a
gonna be
crisp.
out. Have we seen a volleyball hit our old Bertha speaker holder? I can't remember.
Trying to remember. Last year we saw some crazy. I don't think I ever saw it hit the Bertha.
Well, that was close a minute ago.
Nice.
Good block
Met
right
at the
there.
net. Man, good play.
Ava, call me King, and Olivia. What are we using for Olivia? Let's go. We got time tonight to
See,
work on it.
we talked about that in the last broadcast, right? You know, with Zach, you know, it was so easy. Dr. Dunk, come fly with me.
He had
all
two.
those.
If you're good, you got two nicknames.
Olivia, she's got her own mantra going. So, man, I don't know. Let me think.
Olivia, don't call me Zach Travis.
Don't call me Zach. The Statue of Liberty, baby. Olivia.
Oh, man. Okay,
nice
good job.
play.
Is that not a double hit, though? I guess
Yeah,
not.
could have been.
Because she came up with the block, and then the block rolled down her arms, and she hit it again, Brian.
That,
So
I
guess
was
not.
wondering that too. So maybe after it was a clean, after the opponent hit it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe one's defensive.
Ooh,
that was
met at the net by
offensive.
Ava, man. Just eating them up front.
Set her up. Come back, King.
Ooh,
Oh,
now they
blocked
got
again.
her. Brooklyn York there to get it. Back at the board, going to send it over. Great court awareness by these
Oh,
ladies.
nice.
Out of bounds. Good communication.
Nice. All right, Brandon, we've got to go the rest of this set only using nicknames for the last 5 points. You're not allowed to say a first name.
Okay, Major
on. You're
Major
ready.
York with the serve.
Major with the serve. Comes in. It may be an ace. No,
Ooh,
good
could be.
return. Coming back over. All right, the hammer.
The hammer.
Got it.
Statue of Liberty to the deer.
Oh, baby deer. Call me Moody. Don't
Call me Moody. Ava, the one true king. Man, this is hard. Statue of Liberty off the net. I don't know why I'm calling her that. I think it was pressure.
You're sticking with the Statue of Liberty.
No, I got to change that.
Okay.
Yeah, she deserves better. The Statue of Liberty. I don't know why. Think of that football play, you know?
Yeah,
Statue.
Boise State.
Yeah, that's is the best.
Oh,
nice
nice.
play by
There we
Olivia
go.
Travis.
Olivia, we got to come up with a name for you. We got plenty of time tonight.
The
Have some fun on the broadcast.
Travis. Let me see. A lot of momentum by the
right in the
Maroons. Fell
body.
behind early.
Good job.
Timing was off. 23-9.
Good serve. Sargent's going to serve us out right here. We'll see what Sarge thinks about this whenever she comes up here and listens to her nickname.
Yeah. She looks loose, ready to go. They were warming up. Everybody was loose, smiling, ready to go.
A little too much power there. Sargent didn't know how
communication
strong
there.
she was when she went in and sent that out. So call me King, Miss Travis, Baby Deer, the Hammer. Emma, don't call me Moody. And
There's
Brooklyn,
the Hammer.
Sargent York. Baby
Deer,
deep,
right in the
perfect.
sweet spot. Good play. Leah Young.
Becca seems like she's gotten better and better every game we saw her play this
Just
year.
so
So
composed.
now Malia should be an easy one. Like
Yeah.
Young, there's so many things that go with Young. But
Yeah.
you can't use Young and Restless. That's an old adage for
Malia,
older
Young
people to
Guns.
know.
Young Guns. She's got to sit out. Man,
Oh,
alive.
nice. Ava.
Taking
Don't call me
advantage of it,
King
Ava.
Or the one true King, either which one we want to use. Win set one, 25-10 Pulaski. Now let's get ready to thank one of our sponsors. So we'll thank RichNet, I guess. We'll see what Mr. Producer wants to bring up. So let's thank our other sponsors before we get ready for set two, Brandon.
Absolutely.
Talked about them, and I didn't bring the script in front of me to say this, but they do much more than just metal siding. So they got trusses, they build steel buildings, if I can speak. But Jacob Todd's dad, Tyrell, and Tyrell's father, actually I think it may be Keith, I forget the name, but they've grown it from a small family business in 1985 to what it is today, and it's immaculate down there with all the things they do in Science Hill. But we thank you, Todd Truss. If you go and look at the baseball field house, they're a huge sponsor of our baseball team.
Yeah.
But Jacob's a heck of a pitcher, and we know that.
Yes.
So thank
He's
you,
been
Todd
through
Truss.
it, yeah.
Now
And
let's
Todd,
switch
we
over real
trust.
quick. Oh, we forgot we had Ryan Cash up there and Big A come up
Wow,
there.
who's
so
this?
there we go, Aiden Wesley and
Wow.
Ryan Cash
All
from
right.
there. So Aiden works, Mason Acton works there. There's the FBLA students touring on
Where's
Friday.
that at, Todd Truss?
So yeah, Todd Truss. So now
All right.
let's try to bring up, I'm not going to say all that. We'll come back to it next time. But in Todd We
In
Trust,
Todd
call
We Trust.
606-274-1523.
That's
Okay?
right.
If you don't mind, bring up Simple T Creations.
Absolutely.
I know we don't have much time. We'll wait till
Simple
next
T.
quarter. Just wait. We're
Of
ready
course,
to
those
start.
beautiful banners over there on the
Yeah.
wall of our highlighting our senior cheerleaders and volleyball right now. Soon to be basketball because we see Miss Sydney Martin down at the doorway.
You know, you mentioned it earlier. We end up having 12 senior volleyball players last year. And arguably, it's hard to say, but I almost feel like we're better. No insult to the 12 seniors that just left, but this chemistry is unreal, and we've only got 3 seniors on this team. So I think they're going to be really stout for years to come
Yeah.
with what I'm seeing.
Yeah. And you know what? The seniors last year, the 12, were so gym rats that they are to thank for these youngsters coming
Somebody's
on.
in the net, number 4
Yeah.
in the net. So who's 4?
So I definitely give them a lot of credit there. They are.
I don't see a number
highly
4,
missed.
Brandon. Did I?
Don't see a number 4 either. I really don't. I'm looking
Okay,
around.
maybe
we got,
I just can't read hand
got
signals
Brooklyn,
correctly.
Mackenzie, Maggie, Malia, Olivia, and Ava. This is a good group right here. A lot of communication here early on by Casey. There's Malia with the dig. Travis going to set up Mackenzie Strunk off the net too far away. And just like the
All
first
right.
set, James, we
You're
fall
still
down.
going to brainstorm. We're going to have fun. People on Maroon Sports Network, they better be homers because we're not giving stats and kills and spikes and assists and digs. But we're still working on nicknames.
Yeah.
Whoa, what some hustle. Okay,
Nice
that was
play.
good hustle right there by Casey. I'll give her full effort right
Almost.
there. Okay. Malia Young, let's work on her. Before this set is over, she has to have a nickname.
Malia Young. Okay. Number 1, Malia, a senior. Here's Malia with the dig here. Ava has just been all over that first set. Met at the
Nice.
net.
Maggie
They're
went
gonna
up
let
to get it.
go.
So
And they're going to say it's going to stay with Maroons. Tied up, 2-2.
Oh,
And
just
just
deep.
out.
I mean, that looked good.
Yeah, it did. You know, it's this. I'm just always amazed every time I come to a volleyball game, and people. There are people that have never seen a volleyball game in person that
nice
watches
little
Maroon
game.
Sports Network. And listen, we're happy you're listening to us and watching us. If you ever get a chance,
You know what's going to stop us from maybe doing our own little teacher appetizer tailgate in the foyer for these girls on senior night on October the 10th? Just you and I getting the word out. Mm-hmm. Seeing how many people you can recruit and I can recruit.
Yeah, I say we grab a hold of that announcement, Mike, with whoever our
Department
student
versus
is.
department versus department.
Yeah,
Science
let's
versus
just
math versus business versus
call it out.
English. Let's see which one can get the most in here for these
October
girls.
10th, me and you walk up to the office with whoever the student is. We politely interject. We call out the teachers right there in the rooms. They hear it
Done
from
deal.
our mouths.
I love it.
And
I love
let's get it going.
I
I
love
think
it.
that's a great idea,
I love it.
James. Now I think your department's going to be loud and heavy. You Grubbs, DeBoard. It's easy to get you guys out
no,
here. Jan Collins.
DeBoard's hard. DeBoard goes to
Really?
that farm. He hate. I don't know
Hey,
the
there
last
ain't no
time he's.
farming in October, is there?
Yeah,
Really?
still got hay.
Wow. Well, one day though he can't come out here.
Right. Well, get him here. Is what I'm
All
saying.
right,
I'm
yeah.
not- it's probably been 3+ years since he's been to a sporting event.
What? Well, and again, I trust me. I know everybody has things going on in their lives, and this is a hard job as a teacher. But there are a lot of faculty members we've not seen at all for any of our things, and I think,
Oh, nice one right there. The hammer brings it into a nice soft spot.
coming out to one, it means a lot to these kids that you see every day. It goes a long way. I want to give a big shout out to Jenny MacGyver and Jennifer Cowan and
I'm going to go ahead and mention this on the
Amy
air.
Flynn coming out Friday night.
You know, Brandon, if I had to mention, like right now, and this is hard because I know it is, but if you had to pick out, say, for instance, the one teacher in the entire school building that you would say is the nicest teacher, who would it be?
The nicest?
The nicest, the most caring, the most loving.
Oh, it's Perry Sams, I guess.
Amen.
It's up there.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, it has
Here's
to
why
be.
I wanted to say this. The other day we went on our FBLA field trip. Before I leave, the lady hands me a $20 bill and says, use this on a student that doesn't have money for lunch today. I know, I've been there. Sure enough, I had a student that needed the money, and I didn't mind to give it to him. And I'm not going to say the student's name, obviously, but the student went and ate at Cracker Barrel on Perry Sam's. And I forgot to tell Perry that her money went to good use. But I just want to tell everybody listening to Marine Sports Network what a great saint
awesome.
that lady is and how much I think about her. You know, I tell my classes this all the time, and I don't say very much, but I'm like, if you don't like Perry Sams, I don't like you.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell the students in my class.
Kind of like blizzards. If you don't like blizzards and you don't like Perry Sams, I definitely don't like you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. That's unbelievable. That's awesome.
You're un-American. If
But
you
know,
don't
there are things every day that we don't get to see, and that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that story. The teachers do
and
within the room.
my number two would be Jenny MacGyver. Because
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times that she has said, and I probably shouldn't say it because she doesn't want the recognition, but she'll give me $20 and she says, here, pay for all the custodians' lunch.
Wow.
So they'll come through and they know it's paid for, but they
Yeah.
don't know from who. And it's
Yeah.
Jenny MacGyver. And she's done it multiple times.
It's awesome. That's, it's all about the master. We learned about, was reminded of this past Sunday at church, but the master, says to multiply. If I give you $100, what happens with that $100 I give to you, and multiply it, make it 200, make it, give it to someone else. They give it to something, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's something that we could teach our kids more before it comes to our curriculum. That's just as important. So that's awesome.
Amen.
Everybody does it every day.
We still got to get back on our nicknames because I'm not going to come
Yeah.
off this tonight.
Oh, no.
Because we got one, maybe
Yeah.
two broadcasts left for these girls.
I know. And
I know we're both
really gotta
stumped.
work.
We should be
Man,
creative
Maggie's sending it
geniuses, as
hard.
you and I.
Yeah, I know. And Malia.
You know, it's like my geniusness with Tucker Gover. If it's dirty, let me make it purty. So, I mean, you got to come up with the marketing slogan. So I
Tucker
talked to
Gover.
Tucker, and he loved it.
That's
I saw him today.
That's great.
Nice deep serve by Olivia.
Oh, out of bounds. Good communication from the back row. That was Maggie that called that.
You know, Olivia wouldn't know this reference. We're not using it, but Olivia Newton-John Travis.
Yes, Grease Lightning, baby.
Olivia
Rest
Grease
in
Lightning.
peace. Rest in peace.
Maybe we
Olivia.
just use that. She doesn't know.
Olivia Grease Lightning. I like it. Olivia Lightning Travis.
Olivia Lightning Travis.
Grease Lightning.
So
Okay.
what are we using? Olivia
Okay.
Lightning? So we can say Livia instead of Olivia.
Olivia Lightning. Okay, that's cool. We'll see if it sticks.
Okay, Olivia Lightning Travis.
So I can think of anything.
I mean, Come Fly With Me was
Boom.
such a good name you came up with. Dr. Dunk.
Dr. Dunk.
I mean,
Oh man, when he took off at Coast to Coast his junior year
and then
and threw it down,
and then
I was
Gavin
like,
Stevens
goodness
was just
gracious.
Superman. I mean, he was Clark Kent made over. So I mean, we've nailed
Just
several nicknames.
Gavin, too
And one of my
cool.
favorites, I still love number 22, Ethan Full Throttle Aldewine. So
Yes.
that's one of my favorites.
Dating Amelia Smith, who was
Really?
here Friday
Yeah,
night. Yes,
cool.
yes.
Older lady.
Yes,
Yes.
sweetheart.
Miss Judith Diehouse.
Yes, yes.
I love Judith Diehouse.
Yes. Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh, nobody there. And
All
a
right,
good
so
spot.
now that we have Olivia Lightning, now we're
Malia.
on back to Malia Young.
Malia Young Gun. Malia, I'm trying to think of Young. Play on Young. Oh, out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, out of
That
bounds.
took her head off.
It almost hit her. I think it's on
She
the
got
bounce.
away with one there. I love these ladies, man. Their charisma, their spunk, they're just talking, having a good time. Maggie, now Mackenzie, Brooklyn, Olivia, Sammy, and
Nice
Savannah.
ace by the hammer. Okay, let's come back off Malia. Let's get to your girl, Kenzie. Kenzie Struck.
Man,
Kenzie Strunk.
I'm trying to think of.
What's another word for silent, doesn't talk very much, just reserved?
Silent killer, man. Mackenzie, the silent killer.
We can just use initial Mackenzie SK Strunk.
There you go, silent
So
killer.
we call her SK.
There you go. I'm okay. Okay, we'll try it. We'll see what she thinks.
We'll try it, okay.
We'll ask
We'll
her
try it.
teammates, see if they probably have one, but that's
She'll be on the broadcast after
Mackenzie's
the show.
gonna send it over.
SK. Okay, now
play.
Jasper Tingle. Mm-hmm. JT, what are we going to do for JT? It might be simple. Maybe we should use
JT, like Justin Timberlake,
She could be JIT
JT.
too, just in time.
or what do they call it? Like it said, like J-Lo. JT, yeah. We'll work with that.
Okay, we'll start with JT.
JT,
You know, it's what's so cool. We
Lightning,
got
Hammer.
Brooklyn Thomas, but we call her BT for big time. So it's also her initials, but it's also a nickname that goes along with it.
BT,
so if
are
we
you
could
with
get
me?
a JT that worked with Jasper Tingle, then we're talking. But
yeah.
we'll have to think about it.
Yeah,
Because BK, BT, that just works.
Off the net, that's a error there by the Maroons. 18-7-ish.
Jasper JT Tingle. So we still got, what do we do with Kenzie? SK.
Kenzie,
SK.
silent killer.
SK.
SK
and
Strunk,
JT.
baby. SK Strunk. Sammy Blevins.
We got
in
to
the
work
game.
on Sammy. We've worked so much today and so hard. Didn't we?
SK. There's BT. Are you with me? Back to Sammy. Who's
Oh,
gonna send
nice
it
hit,
hard.
Sammy, cross
Nobody
court.
there. Great play. Good to see Brian Miller back. I know he was a little down Friday night, hoping health-wise. And
I tell you what, we speaking
See him
about that
bounce
on
back.
Friday night. Seeing Murray and Forster put those windows back in after we took them down to the
Man,
field house, I didn't
that
realize
was- I
that was a
struggled.
puzzle piece.
yeah, I struggled, man. I was like, I didn't realize it either. And I was just so paranoid anyway with
Yeah,
them
we
going
don't
up.
want to drop them
No,
and break them
definitely
or
don't wanna
hurt
drop
anybody.
those.
So that's a big. But you
And
got a big mic up
and
there
I
with us.
hope they all closed. I didn't know if one of them closed or not on another side that was completely different from what we were doing.
But we know how to do it now.
Yep.
But
Yep.
just like anything, you got to jump in and trial by fire, and you sort of learn how to do it.
Savannah High is going to come in for
All right,
Jasper Tingle
Sergeant
here.
York is serving.
Sergeant York. Love it.
Savannah Major Heist coming in.
Major heist. And she's back out. So we have Emma Moody, Maggie Holt, Olivia Travis, Ava King, Sammy Blevins, and Brooklyn York.
Now we're going with Emma Very Moody or Emma Don't Call Me Moody.
Don't call me Moody.
Okay.
Boom. Or call her Moody when it's there.
Or Emma I'm So Moody. Which one you like, brother?
She's so quiet though.
But I
gotta-
guarantee that they're outside of her. If you push the buttons, it would be there.
Oh, absolutely. The dog comes out. Brooklyn York with the serve and
just miscommunication.
there.
Yeah. Now that right there as a coach is something that I would have a hard time with, Brandon. Is just mental errors.
Yeah, I don't think.
Because if you give me
he's-
the hustle, I don't mind. You making mistakes.
Yeah.
But if it's just something where
Mental.
you lose, yes.
Mental errors. You're exactly right. And here's Brooklyn to chase that down. Olivia's going to send it back over to Sammy. Oh, met at
Nice
the net.
block at the net. Number 1 for Casey, and number 13 sort of walled up and got that down.
22-8 here, James. We're going to go 3 straight.
See Lanny and Mason Holt here supporting the hammer like they always do.
Oh, yeah. Man, got some jam fingers off that one.
Nice hustle right there.
Maggie Holt to run it down to Olivia Travis.
Ava, just out of bounds. They're calling for a touch.
Good spot to put it, but just Need a little bit more inside.
I'm sort of like them right there, 22-8. They're calling a touch. It really doesn't matter. Give it to the other team. Make it 22-9. It might have been a touch, but who knows?
Yeah.
Now, if it's 22-18, that's a big difference. You better figure it out. Oh, no
off the hands
communication
of
right there.
Brooklyn, York.
So
That's an
Emma and
ace.
Brooklyn sort of looked at
10.
each other. I'm not for sure who's that one supposed to be. Brooklyn's a little frustrated with that one, though. Right to Maggie, straight up. Olivia, over to Ava. Nice, right in the spot. I can't tell you how many times they've hit that spot right in front of this line judge tonight.
23-10. Lady Maroons here in the second set.
All right.
Coach Marshall looking for a fuse on his Lady Rebel
What did we do with
squad.
Malia? I've already forgot. We never did do it.
I don't know if we have one for her. Yeah, we're looking at it.
We'll just go with Malia, the young gun.
Young gun. Young gunner.
Oh,
Nice
nice
ace
ace
there.
right there. Okay, we have 14 set points to take set number 2.
There you go.
Jacob Morrow will get ready with Simple T Creations. That should pop up here in a minute. Let's rep our man Stephen Conway tonight. So,
Absolutely.
and I'm gonna predict.
Oh,
Malia.
it giveth and it taketh away, that ace serve. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 13. That was my daughter's volleyball number, Brendan Foster, back in the day.
Wow. 24-11. Nikkei Murray, of course. Folks, if you're listening and you want some bundt cakes, you can get one for a steal right now, homemade from Nikkei to help support her sorority in Eastern Kentucky University. But you have a vast variety to pick from, $6.50 to get delicious goodness brought to you. You name it, you see James Murray, and we'll make that happen.
My man
went with
repping
2.
my daughter. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Here is, Maggie Holt sending it over.
I don't know how she didn't go in the net right there, Brendan. Oh, what hustle right there. I love that.
What'd they call?
Behind the line.
Okay.
Yeah, behind the pole.
Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
Pulaski takes it 25-11. So Jacob Morrow now is going to pull up Simple T Creations. So Brandon, if we can see it together, we'll talk about the
go.
ads here. So Simply the Best, Simple T Creations. So let's look at some of these pictures. What do you think about Adeline Fry?
Fry? Oh, just a sweetheart.
So
Look
whose
at her.
Corvette is that?
I don't know.
1986
It's probably
model?
hers, but it's straight out of. I mean, she looks like she was in the first Top Gun right here. That is such a great shot.
That is a good analogy. So
Good-
Stephen,
good for
awesome job
Adeline.
on that one. So
Okay,
here we've
Ryan
got some
Bean.
soccer pictures. So
Yeah.
Mr. Teammate of the Year, right?
Yeah, Ryan Bean,
So
man.
maybe hard to beat him when we get
Yeah.
rid those audio files again. So Teammate of
Absolutely.
the Year. I love that category, by the way.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
great.
next picture. We'll go on and look at the
Oh, the
cheerleading
senior
picture.
cheerleaders.
So Teresa's my favorite in the middle with the cowboy.
I know that's
'Cause that stands out so
yes, yeah. Of course, Savannah and Hannah Smith there sticks out. That's great. Kelsey Elder, Miss Worth, all of them
You
love
don't
it.
have to type. Super group.
Super group, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
here
here
we
they
got
are again.
Fry,
Holly Roberts.
Smith, Roberts, and Carrington.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of senior cheerleaders there. So let's go to the next one. Now we got Full Throttle Idlewild.
Full Throttle.
And we got Mr.
Wearing-
Mack.
wearing-
Let's talk about boys golf.
Yes.
He is in semi-state, and he plays, I think, tomorrow.
Okay, that's
So,
a good update. I was
Matt
wondering what was
King,
going on. Matt King.
Semi-state made it wonderful. So good luck tomorrow at
Of course,
semi-state.
he balls out for the men's basketball
Yep,
team here
next one.
for us.
Here's Fuzz, baby, one of
Man,
our favorite
Fuzz,
nicknames.
and apparently
one,
can do
one
a
of my
mean backflip.
favorite students in class. Yes,
Gosh.
number 13, Harris Denmeyer.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the next one. And
That-
I guess
that
that
backflip
might
killed
be
me.
it. Did we just add that one in? So maybe that kills our broadcast here. But if you got any other pictures you guys want to email me, I'll be happy to throw them
Yeah.
in there for Stephen Conway.
Oh, Simple
Stephen did our
T.
logo for us, so Simple T Creations. Man, Stephen Conway, you got it going on, brother. And
He really does.
We're a huge supporter of anything Simple T does, but our banners look out of this world.
They do. They're great. I love how they pop. They're edgy. They're great. It's straight off of a professional
And how much
page of
did you
Sports
like the
Illustrated.
baseball Simple T Region Championship
Oh
poster?
my gosh, the best.
Now,
that was
now I'm
awesome.
getting us a basketball one.
Yeah.
But you and I are going to have this stuff in our room, and they're going to know
Can't wait.
we bleed maroon, and we got the regional champs in our room. I don't know how many other teachers can say that.
Yeah.
For
Beautiful
a small
shot.
fee, you might be able to hook them up.
I got to get them in there one by one and now autograph it. I got to figure out how to do that now. Some of them I can get, but not
You know,
all
one of the
them.
coolest things I did last year, I didn't tell you this, but when the baseball team got home that night, I took a baseball and had as many of them sign it as I could.
Oh,
And it's in
smart.
my trunk right now.
That is great.
So I got
wish
Marshall
would've thought of
Livesey,
that.
I got Connor Denny, I got I didn't get everybody on the team, but I got a lot of them on that baseball.
Our athletics last year, how blessed were we? I mean, our basketball, our golf, our baseball. It was just a great year capped athletically, and hopefully we continue to roll it on. Our Lady Maroons are rolling right now. They have found a little spurt, a little stride that they are on after this win streak. This I think being rejuvenated after this weekend, James. That's huge.
Brooklyn's always laughing and having
Just
such a good
goofing
time
off
down there.
and love it.
So here we go. Young gun out to serve it. Nice and deep to the corner. Comes up. Casey gets it back. And nice block. Ava, call me king. Just sends it right back over. Love it.
Ava King has just been hard to deal with.
My daughter's proud of herself, Brandon. She just made herself some buffalo chicken mac and cheese and sent me a picture
That
of it.
sounds delicious. Goodness.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Chef Stevens creation right there. And that sounds delicious. Good for her. Of course, Nikkei joined us our first year with Maroon Sports Network to bring us some volleyball expertise. She came up here in the booth for a couple of games. She felt sorry for me to realize.
Boy, I tell you what, it'd be nice
head.
if we could get some of those senior girls that you're talking about. Oh, what an ace right
Won't
there.
be hard. We can do that. We can get a hold of some of them.
You know, we could go Malia Ace Young as well because she's got a lot of service winners, so she does a really good job with that. So we'll get her thoughts on it, but right now we'll go with Young
Malia
Gun.
Ace. Yeah.
Malia the Ace Young.
Smoking aces. 3-0 in the third set.
Deep.
Good communication there sends things back.
She said I didn't get on top of it. She's just telling Coach McCullum. We heard that all the way up here. I didn't get on top of it.
I mean, this is what you want to see out of your team. It's healthy. They want to be coached. They're practicing hard, communicating. It takes a village.
You know, if you ever go into practice too, Brandon, with the girls, there are probably 30 to 40 girls in there practicing.
Yeah.
So,
because they got their JV in there.
and what
with them.
about men's volleyball coming? Are you excited about that?
know.
But we
I'm
talked about it.
curious.
We're going to keep talking about this. We're going to demand Coach Miller double or triple our salary because when we start doing men's volleyball and wrestling,
Wrestling is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what that's going to be like. It's not going to be like The Rock and Stone Cold, but nonetheless, it will be exciting, I'm sure. But yeah, hey, listen, do you think it's the case around our region that the big basketball players are going to play volleyball? Because if so, that could be crazy as far as like the talent goes, the height goes.
well, we've already learned that it's going to be a spring sport.
Yeah.
So that will be right after basketball ends.
Wow, nice play by Maggie. Yeah. So, I mean, is these Boyle counties as the 6'10", 7-foot guys that play basketball, are they going to be recruited for
Hey,
volleyball?
can you imagine getting it over the net with 6'10"
mean,
sitting there jumping against you?
Insane.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I wish I would have had Lancaster or somebody on my team that can try to jump over their heads a little bit.
You know, speaking about that, you still think back to Top Gun and the beach volleyball.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to put that scene in the beginning. They almost rejected that scene. But they're like, we need something
highlight.
for the female viewer because the guys always have eye candy. So we want eye candy for the females.
Yeah.
When I started behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and that was a huge hit and a great call by the producer.
Yeah, it's iconic. I mean, that's what I think of a lot. When I think of the 80s, I think of the music. I think of the summers. I think of just the way things just hit differently. But that is part of the 80s.
That was going to be out, so we got lucky right
How
there.
I remember the 80s. And, of course, Breakfast Club. And
I'm
many
going to
others.
argue right now, and we could say this later on, but I'm going to argue right
my
now.
goodness
What a
gracious.
kill by the hammer. That the 80s were the best time for movies that they've ever been.
Absolutely.
Between E.T., The Breakfast Club, The Terminator, Rambo, First
Yeah,
Blood. You keep going
Big
on and
Trouble in
on
Little
and on.
China. Kurt Russell had a good stint
Big.
there.
Bachelor
Big
Party.
with Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you, James. And I'll dare I
The
say-
Goonies, The Gremlins.
The Goonies, yes, Gremlins. I'm going to double down on that, what you just said, and say it was the best time for music, too. I think the music in the 80s
I will agree 100%.
really stands. Man, what an era. Loved it.
Which you were
Arnold's
you
movies,
were
of course,
young.
Commando,
You were really young
Predator.
coming up in the 80s, but that was
Yeah.
my high school time.
Yeah.
So, but it was a good time to be alive for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, goodness. Good dig there. Mackenzie Strunk trying to find the spot, and
SK with the winner. They didn't get it
ran
back.
into each other on Casey.
Okay, so we got
side.
Coach Miller's little daughter over here. So we got it. It definitely starts with a C. Caroline,
Yes, I want to say so. Calvin is his son, so
Canyon, Catherine,
okay.
and Caroline.
Okay, I don't.
I'm going with Caroline.
I'm embarrassed to say that I don't know.
Catherine,
Calvin.
Canyon, and then Caroline.
I think so.
Okay.
Caroline sounds right.
We'll go with it.
She's playing basketball too, it looks like. So that's got their basketball jersey on upward.
Be so nice as him as an AD getting to watch his children play up here
Yeah.
on the home courts. So I never did finalize her. We're getting her gym resurfaced. She touched it. They called it out of bounds, but that was a touch.
I know by
that
late
was a touch.
October.
That was a touch. They missed that one, Brendan.
Wow.
I promise that was a touch.
By late October, the auxiliary gym by Northern Middle School will be open. So if
Built
they
by
do
Todd Truss.
Yeah, and Colton Fraley's in on it too.
Really?
And Shannon Fraley and everyone. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, at least that's the word from Carson that he tells me that they're involved in. So if they have to relocate for practices and stuff, that's a way, because this floor has to go unsettled and untouched for so many days as things sit. But hey, I'm excited if it happens. New lines,
If you're
new graphics.
going to redo our floor, it needs to be during dead period. It needs to be the last 2
Gotta
weeks
happen.
of June.
Yeah, because we got boys region coming up, and James, I don't know if you've noticed some of these parts down here. If you were to fall and hit your elbow or whatever, that where that clear coat's up, it might cut you open pretty good. It's pretty sharp. Ava King with serve.
You know, I like gyms with character in it, though, Brendan. So
Yep. That's true.
I was talking to Harold Stenell today, and we were just bragging on how beautiful our facilities are.
Yeah, now.
So we were at the football field just looking down from the press box at our whole campus that looks like a small college campus. All here self-contained.
It's unbelievable. I mean, why would you not want to come here and play? You got the best marketing and business teacher right here.
Wow,
You got the best,
wow.
You got the best math department. You got the best history departments growing. You got Woodcock. Jet
Listen,
Keith,
dude, I've looked
Good.
at your content, and it's amazing what you're able to do for that syllabus and web pages and everything else you got going on. But, heck, you're here at 5:30 every morning and don't leave till 10 at night. So
We try to do lab. We did an enzyme lab today in honors biology, something that we don't normally do, just because the kids
Oh,
work
nice.
so hard. There's a serve out of nowhere, spike there. I say 12-4, and trying to put the third set away, James, make it 3 and out here. What we're going for.
You know, Brandon, I'm so used to, and I'm not used to this, I'm used to the Casey County powder blue. The red makes me
Yeah.
think of Corbin. I want
the
them to go
black,
back to
too.
the powder blue.
Yeah, I was thinking of the black because the black and red reminds me a little bit of white. They got the powder blue as trim on their font in the front of their jerseys, but yeah, you're right. There's something about that. It's like Ole Miss,
Yes.
ish a little bit.
Which I'm a big fan of the powder blue. I
Yeah.
love it when the Chargers break out those uniforms.
Yeah, it's a
So,
sweet blue.
it is.
You can put it with any other color and it stands out.
So, but I'm not a huge fan of red,
No,
but I'm a big fan of powder blue.
no. Speaking
So
of
I think
which,
Casey needs to go back.
yeah, Ole Miss missed an opportunity Saturday. Yeah. Of course, we got the Gators and Cats at noon on Saturday. James, I'm always nervous, but
It's
I'm a
it's
little
noon
nervous.
Saturday?
That's at noon. Yeah, you have to
Okay.
get up early. Stoops says to be ready. It's going to be on TV, of course. SEC. Game
Oh,
day
here's
is
the
covering
funny
it.
thing today. I'm talking to Caden Richardson. And you know
Mackenzie Strunk lays it in there in the breadbasket.
Caden. He's like, Mr. Murray, would you pay
Oh my goodness!
$123 to go watch UK and Florida upper level tickets? And I'm like,
for
Caden,
2 tickets or 1? Just 1 ticket.
I'm assuming one.
Ugh.
For 123.
You know, the upper venue at Kroger Fields is not bad. It's like a lower venue anywhere else in the SEC, but ooh, now make that 2. I would.
Now, what I told him was, it depends. If you're going to go make a day out of it and you're with your friends and it's going to be a priceless memory, then 123 is probably not that bad. 150 would probably be my limit. But it depends on your income.
Yeah.
Depends on what else you could do for $123.
Right.
I'm going to be watching on TV.
Yeah, I agree. At that point, it's,
Oh,
get
nice.
you can make your own pot of chili or whatever at your house.
Oh, what's some hustle by Brooklyn York.
getting it done. Here's
Yes.
Olivia Travis going to send it over. Oh, it might have been out of bounds, but Malia Young's now going to play it.
Nice set by Olivia. Maggie the Hammer. Wow.
Nobody was getting to that.
That might have been the hardest hit ball tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I wish we had? I wish we had some sort of like reading on the ball. So like when it hits, it sends it up to us.
Yeah.
Sort of like a pitch count that's 99 miles per hour. We can see the G-force
Yeah.
that hits the ball.
I would love to know that.
Oh, my gosh. I wonder if we could make some money if we
Because
could come up with your science background.
If we could compare how Maggie hits the ball to others or others in our region, that would be would be a good talking
We
point.
got a brilliant idea right here if we can just bring it to life.
It's a great piece of technology that we could patent and sell with the business background like you have and everything. I think we might have our other retirement and plan with that if it takes off. ESPN might pick it up. Women's cats volleyball is they're
Baby
struggling,
deer.
James.
Oh,
I think. Oh, she
nice
almost
play
had it.
by Casey right there.
Yeah, it was.
Go back to
Keep it
Baby Deer.
alive.
Nope, Savannah Heist.
Ooh.
You know what I've noticed with Casey a whole lot, and I'm no volleyball coach, but like
Tommy.
right then she just threw her one hand up and hit it with a fist. It's really like they're not moving with their feet and getting both arms underneath
Yeah.
the ball. A lot of times it's just a fist shot that makes it go erratic.
And we've seen that happen to us, be the receiving end of that, and our ladies are just really moving all over the place. Abby Clevenger last year was really good at scouting that, very good at playing in the back row. But you're right; it's all about your movement. You're moving when the ball's not coming to you. Everybody's in position. I think they're going to get it over, and it might be out of bounds.
That was always my favorite as a line judge when it was
17-8.
way out of bounds. It's an easy call for me.
Nobody's going to give me
Those
grief
bang
over
bang
this.
calls. Yeah.
Nobody's going to give me grief over this.
My main man, Todd Horn, was my line judge that we'd call them together. So the great Lindsay Horn was one of my daughter's
now,
buddies.
Todd
So.
called many a games as line judge, didn't he? I remember
Mm-hmm.
coming in here and passing and seeing him actively participating while his daughter played.
Well,
Of
right
course-
here is Donnie Pack right here. I didn't even realize he was doing
there
volleyball.
he
So the
is.
lovely Haley Pack is his daughter, and she is
Oh,
my
Haley
yes,
Pack. Little
yes.
Miss Sweet Haley. Well, yes, she
So
is the
Haley's one of
best.
my most active FBLA members right now. So
sophomore,
come to the
yes.
scavenger hunt, sophomore.
Love it.
Yep.
Sweetheart.
She recently just quit her cheer team though this year. So now she's just
way.
doing dance
oh,
and not
wow.
school
I
dance,
know
like
she
dance with
loved
Amber
it.
Bryant.
Wow. Well,
But that's her daddy right there.
she's going to be successful in whatever she chooses to do. I hate to hear that because I know she was devoted to cheer, devoted to cheer, a devout cheerleader. So,
Donnie Pack.
Donnie Pack. Wow, I did not know. Well, you taught me something there. Hello, yeah. He's been here a lot calling
Yes.
some games for us.
He does softball. He does basketball. Also, he
Goodness
does
gracious.
volleyball. So, but he's like us. He enjoys sports, Brandon.
Olivia,
And you
yeah.
saw last week we had multiple soccer games canceled because they cannot find soccer referees.
Yeah, and it's a shame. It's one thing, you might say, oh, as a parent or an adult, well, okay, that saves my schedule. But, who really gets hurt by that is the kids. So it's unfortunate.
Absolutely. And you're like me. When you're back in high school, practice was not the most fun thing.
Yeah, you wanna
Games is
play.
what's so
Yeah.
fun. Getting out there.
You only have so many of them, so
19-8, 6 points away from a straight set sweep.
and that momentum from Saturdays carrying forward. Of course, this Thursday, the Lady Maroons are going to be on the road starting at 5:30 at Lincoln County. So right up 27.
Oh, nice ace. Sergeant York dropping it right in the sweet spot.
Brooklyn York pointing to the sideline saying, "Now that one's for you." So funny. 20-8.
What'd you just say?
I don't know, but it's
Okay.
hilarious. Like she's got so sassy. Off the
That's
net.
so hard when that first return comes about 2 inches from the net. It's so hard to hit that backwards for that third shot because you see it hitting the net so many times. You
They've
just
done
drop
that.
down.
Credit to the Lady Maroons. They've done that a lot.
All right,
tonight.
Sergeant
Well
York,
said.
where are you going? Maggie's telling her?
Sergeant York.
Well, they had a substitution.
The hammer. Libero, Brooklyn York.
Nice and deep. Emma, don't call me Moody. JT gets it over.
And of course, hey, a lot of these ladies, Brooklyn York, Sammy Blevins, Emma Moody, they got practice reps last year against those 12 seniors, so it made them better.
Absolutely, you guarantee it,
The
dude.
JV got our last year's JV got really good reps.
Oh, that's a lucky bounce.
21-8. 21-9, excuse me, after that last
Well,
point.
tell me your big plans for fall break. Tell your viewers, where's Brendan Foister going to be this time next Tuesday night?
You know, I've had a cousin for years. Our family, we would go to St. Augustine, and he passed away several years ago. But his memory still lives on in that beach. A lot of memories. Of course, a lot of people in our family honeymoon there. I would really like that a week from tonight that I would be in St. Augustine and possibly going to Osteen's. It's been
You
a
and
while.
I
It's
talked.
been a minute.
You and I. You put me on
Oh, dude.
Osteen's.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of places I like down there, but I'm gonna make sure that's always one of my
Well,
stops.
Well, when you send
And the
that
food
text-
is so reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And the sides, like I might choose
Fresh every
sliced
night.
tomatoes one time.
Yeah.
I might do cucumbers another time.
Yeah.
I may do corn or okra another time.
They close one day
So-
a week to go catch, like they say, and the recipe has been in-house, and the story is, James, that a busboy years ago, busting it, trying to make a living through college and everything, was a busboy through high school and in college, learned the recipe and became a cook and ended up taking over his ownership and carrying out the legacy of that place so it would never close. And it's been open for years. It's been a solid spot. And when you send that text this summer that you were there, a smile came over my face and jealousy came over my wife's face of like, oh my gosh, please tell him to. We were all giddy. Like, please tell him to get this, get everything on the menu. And I'm like, I don't know if he can do that, but you can only eat so much. But yeah, that place is.
Now we ate at a
Osteen's
little
is solid.
place right down from there, and it was a hamburger joint,
Was it a filling station?
filling station.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Good, great burgers.
They
I'm
were
telling you.
ranked for several years in the state of Florida as the best burger.
So I'm
going
gonna tell you, do the filling station too.
Okay. Now
Okay, that's ball game,
wow.
25-10,
Just
straight
like
sets.
that. We were talking about Osteen's, and that just carries it over. 3 straight here.
Okay,
for the
we're
Lady
about
Maroons.
ready to get up here. Mackenzie Strunk, Emma Moody. Who else was our other two, Brendan? I'm going to have to look at them here. Olivia Travis and
Ava
would-
King was all over the place tonight. Of course, she's been up here each time.
I think
know.
Savannah Heiss maybe is going to be our
Savannah,
fourth one.
yeah.
So they should know. So see if Aiden
Okay.
can tell them to bring up
We'll work on
Savannah,
that here.
Emma, Olivia, and Emma.
Macy
Yeah, why
McLaughlin,
don't you
I
go
know
bring them
she
up?
was in street clothes. I know she's a senior. and-
Mr. Noah Cecil's going down to get 4 players. Now, we really didn't do players of the game tonight. We're going to bring up 4 girls that haven't had much airtime on Marine Sports Network to talk about Casey County. So we're going to do Emma Moody.
Okay.
We're going to do Olivia Travis.
Okay.
We're going to do Jasper Tingle. And we're going to do, who was my 4th? Savannah Heist.
Savannah Heiss, let's do it.
Okay, let's do those 4.
Really, it
We
won't
did say
shock me if
Mackenzie
they all
Strunk.
run up here, which would be
Hopefully we
hilarious.
said Mackenzie Strunk. I didn't leave her out,
Mackenzie
did I?
Strunk. I don't remember if you said it at the beginning or not. Maybe not.
I am getting old. I'm getting old. We need Mackenzie
listen, I am
Strunk
too.
too. So fans,
yell
get ready
at him
to
here.
do players of the game, and we'll get ready to get off the air and get me and Brandon home at
Yeah.
a decent time and get
Yeah.
ready for the last 3 days of the work week.
Yeah. It's a Wednesday already coming up. It's crazy.
And fans, if you're listening to the broadcast, I need a right hand. I need a wingman for Friday night. Because normally we don't call
I hate
games
that I'm
separately.
not here.
You've done one without me in the
Yeah,
past when
I
I
hate-
had to be at a
I
Reds
can't-
game last year.
I hate I can't be
so I've
here.
got to do one without you this time.
You know what? I might be able to. Edwin Sellers might stick around. I might be able to twist his arm. He would be good. He said he has tons of stories to tell you about that 95 and 96 year and what it meant to Pulaski football.
Okay.
He said it was a turning point.
I would love
So
to have him.
He hasn't responded. I put the fillers out. Of course, Jackson McAlpin going to try to hit him up for October 20th.
So let's see if the girls are getting organized here. So if they'll even look at us, Brandon, we'll keep talking about things.
Here we go. They're all smiling real big here.
All right, let's get ready to transition over. We're still on the main cam. We're getting ready to transition over to our girls. We're going to run some nicknames by them, Brandon, and see what they think. If we get A's, B's, C's, D's, F's, what we get on our nicknames. So here we come. We got Macy, Olivia, Ava, Savannah, and Mackenzie Strunk. Putting their water bottles up. Come and get seated before we go with the secondary camera. So one of you have to stand, the other four get a seat unless you want to share one. One of these seats is wobbly, so be careful. Savannah's coming by me. She loves Mr. Murray. Okay, have we got us all on the camera, Aiden? All right, girls, we're going to start out with this. We've been working on nicknames all night long. Now, Macy, we still got to work on you because you've been hurt and you wasn't on the court. So we may get A's, B's, F's, I don't know. So you sort of got to rank them. So we won't say who came up with them, but Mackenzie, we'll start with you. Mackenzie, tonight we came up with SK. Mackenzie, Silent Killer, Strunk. So the rumor is you don't like to talk a whole lot. So the word silent had to be in there. So SK, staying, going, what's your thoughts, or what new nickname should Mackenzie have?
Well, Brooklyn likes to call me MJ Hammer, so.
Hey.
MJ Hammer? Wow, okay.
Joe, so.
MJ, we got it. MJ Hammer, I love it. Okay. So Savannah, yours is high, so we like to think of thievery. So really we just went with Savannah Major Heist. So what's your thoughts on Major Heist?
What am I stealing?
Everybody's hearts. Your dad. You need to keep them out of there. So I'm sure Sean would probably say that, right?
Yeah.
Olivia, we have the hardest time with you because Zach, we love your brother. So come fly with me and Dr. Dunk. He had two of the best nicknames we've ever come up with. So right now, it could be crazy. Right now, we come up with Olivia Lightning Travis. Has Olivia got a nickname, girls, we need to know about?
Freshman.
Booger.
Freshman.
She picks her nose in the locker room.
Wow. Okay, we might need to edit this for Olivia. I like Lightning better than I do Booker, so we'll go with that. Ava, we've had yours for a while. Call me King. So we may. He said number one King. So what's Ava's thoughts on Call Me King?
I mean, it's good, I guess.
Okay, you guys work on our nicknames, but we got MJ Hammer, so I love having MJ Hammer in here. Okay, tonight was a fun night, but let's go back and let's talk a little bit about Saturday. Saturday, I was so happy when I looked down at my phone and Coach Miller sends out Pulaski County, Whitley County champions, and I see that picture of you guys. So we put it on the broadcast tonight because Whitley County was 16-1 coming in. Now they're 22-2. One of their two losses is to us. So will you guys talk us a little bit about, you guys had to play 6 games on Saturday. So I can't imagine how your bodies felt on Sunday and how tired you was. I'm just, my country accent, how tired you was. So maybe talk us a little bit through Saturday and how that come about and how you guys end up battling through and beating Whitley County after they beat you in straight sets earlier in the day.
We got to play them in the morning, and I feel like we were tired and we weren't ready. But then I guess we mentally prepared ourselves throughout the day with all the wins, and we just carried our energy over to that game.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like we used the first game as motivation to get better throughout the day, and it allowed us to wake up and have more energy, and it let us win against Whitley County in the end.
I think we kind of course, in the morning we were not up at all, and then we kind of got close to the end, and Maggie was like, why be here if we're not here to win? So I think that gave us all motivation to be here and actually win and not just go home with a loss.
Obviously, I'm hurt right now, so I didn't play. But I was really proud of how we pulled out in the end and how we did our best and just encouraged each other so we could win.
Yeah, I would say on Saturday it was one of the days when we had the most energy we've probably ever had. And that's what made it so fun. And I think that's really what led us to the championship and the win.
I looked down and I was so happy to see that picture come across of you guys celebrating, of course, and I just automatically thought of this. I'm not only just overwhelmed with just how proud I am of you young ladies, but tell me right now, and this might be a loaded question here, sacrifice. You sacrifice a lot of time, practice. You sacrifice things outside because of the game. You sacrifice things when you're in the classroom. What is sacrifice to you guys at this stage right now for you guys?
I mean, yeah, a lot of our free time. We don't have much free time because most of it is spent here with each other. And, I mean, I wouldn't trade it. It's so fun. Yeah.
I feel like even though we do have to sacrifice a lot of our time, I feel like we make it worth it. And we always try and make practices fun. And we encourage each other. And we just make a good time out of it. So we enjoy it.
I agree with that. Like, we don't have much free time, really ever, but we make a good time out of it.
I agree with them.
MJ Hammer.
No matter how much we sacrifice, I just try to think that I'm not going to be doing this the rest of my life, and I only have this little bit to do it, so I'm going to sacrifice all the time I can now to do that because I won't be able to later.
Okay, we're about to wrap it up. I'm going to say a couple of things. Brandon and I was talking tonight, and our crowds just aren't there. And I know we were going to kill Casey tonight in 3 sets, so not to be cocky or anything with that, but just looking, we are the much better team between us two. So we're talking about October the 10th is going to be senior night on a Tuesday. So we come back to school. You guys don't come on Monday, but teachers do, so Tuesday will be the first day back. Him and I thought that we're going to get out and we're going to get on the microphone on the announcements on Tuesday morning. We're going to challenge our teacher friends to come out to the game. We're going to see if the science or the math or the English or the business and marketing department brings out the most teachers. But we think you need some teachers in the stands on Tuesday, October the 10th. So we're going to try to do that for the volleyball team because we love our girls. Now, one thing I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, I know we lost how many seniors last year? 12? I don't even know. 12. This year we only got 3. And to me, from up here in the booth and watching a lot of games, we were a good team last year, but it seems like the team is getting along better. The harmony is there, if I can even say the word. Harmony is there. You guys seem like you love each other. You're playing for each other. You're hustling. So I can't explain the energy and nothing again. I love the 12 seniors that graduated. But it seems like we're even stronger this year by losing 12 seniors. That doesn't sound like it's possible, losing 12 seniors. But talk me a little bit about how this group has grown up, and maybe, we've got a freshman right here playing a lot of time coming in, but our sophomores up to juniors coming up, and 3 outstanding seniors that we have. But I think we're in great shape for years to come. So, Savannah, maybe talk a little bit about why is this team gelling at the right time?
I mean, gosh, I don't know. I mean, we've practiced our whole lives together, so if we're going to do it, now's the time.
I feel like since we played together a lot, since we were freshmen, it helped us to get along and work together as a team better. And our seniors just merged in and worked good with us too.
Oh, this is my first year playing with all them, so I can't really say we've been playing since.
You're the reason we're so much better.
I'm the reason, guys. You're welcome. Olivia, I'm the reason that we're a family. You're welcome.
I feel like that we've just done a really good job at even though me, Maggie, and Malia haven't played with all of them for so long, they really just make us feel included, and I feel like we do a really good job.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Liv is definitely a big component of it. And just condensing the team down definitely allowed us to get a lot closer, and we do miss a lot of the seniors, but I think we've definitely gotten to know each other a lot better.
Okay, Brendan, last question.
Last question. You want a question? Well, hey, it clearly shows that everybody is rubbing off on everybody. You can't fake what it is that we see from our standpoint about how you all do have each other's backs. You are smiling. You are having a good time. Coach is smiling. You all, mistakes there, you let it roll off your backs. But, guys, going into the rest of this season here, what is our goal and mindset now after tonight and after this big weekend that you had?
Yeah, just keep going. We want to get as far as we can, and I think we will.
Just hard work, good energy. Like Ava said, we want to go as far as we can get.
Just work hard. We want to win region. We want to win district, and we have a chance.
To not get comfortable and not let teams like this make us go slower like it did tonight, and not get comfortable, like I said, and just keep pushing to make it to district and hopefully region.
After Saturday, I think everybody believes that we can easily win region. So I think it just gave us the push we needed.
Okay, before we get off the air, I got to say I love MJ Hammer. That's going to stand out to me from now on. So MJ Hammer, and I love I Am the Reason. So I'm going with Olivia. I Am the Reason. Travis, we're rolling with that the rest of the year. We may change it our sophomore year, but we're rolling with that on Tuesday, October 10th. Well, girls, we love you. Thank you so much. You guys are so much fun to watch. Let's get the student section out here. Let's get the teachers out here for senior night on October the 10th. MJ Hammer.
We play Southwestern October 2nd.
There are a bunch of big games over fall break, so unfortunately we can't air it because we will be gone, and that's the only reason we're not airing. But congratulations on already beating Southwestern twice this year, so we might as well make it thrice, and let's make it in straight sets. All right, love you, Lady Maroons. We'll see you later.